You can't tell, it's already been a long day. We've got everything sorted in here already and washed. It looks like it's going to be a really sunny day. So I've already watered everything, so that's great. And naturally now is when he starts crying. I did a quick check of these this morning. You can see all of these are starting to grow, and I did a little pull test. And what you're doing, if you haven't done this before, I might be preaching to the choir here, is to check that if it's actually rooted, is you just very lightly give it a small tug, and if there's resistance, odds are that it's rooted. And the reason I wanted to check this one is because I can't see anything budding. This obviously has new growth, that doesn't yet, but from the feel of it there's roots. So this is great because I'm going to have so many new currants and honeyberries and raspberries and all that kind of stuff to dot around the garden. The one I'm worried about is the pineapple ficot. Oh, there's resistance. Okay, I'm not going to touch. That is good. And there are starting to be some new flowers on my calmondins, so I'm really excited about that. Anyway, on to some actual projects. Managed to get a load of discounted onions from Lidl. Not that they're that expensive normally, but I got them super cheap, so I'm going to turn these into onion powder. And on that topic, I've tweaked the little food mixer that I bought the other day, the one that's not so powerful it can run off the solar very easily. And I mentioned the other day that it was very, very slippy plastic, and that day was a pretty bad day. Everything hurt, my hands in particular, so I didn't really have anything to grip, and that was going to be a nightmare in the long run. So what I did is I had some spare washers from, I think this was from the greenhouse, can't remember what, but anyway, they were spares. And what I like about this is that now I can hold this very, very comfortably just with 2 fingers, and today's a good day. Things don't hurt that badly, but on a bad day, that is going to be a lifesaver because I can grip it really nicely this way. The one thing that I do want to fix is I don't like how there are edges, even though obviously this part isn't going to get dirty, and it's not like you're going to dump this in the dishwasher since, you know, that's where the motor is. But I just want to keep things clean, so what I think I'm going to do later is I'm either going to kind of very strategically put more super glue in the edges just to fill it up, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some nice food grade silicone and then fill that up. Not sure, but for the moment this is now a lot more usable. And given how much food I'm going to have coming out of the garden this summer, between all of the herbs and everything that I need to pickle and dice up and stuff like that, that little food mixer is going to be a lifesaver, and I love that it can run off the solar. And speaking of the solar, we are now charging up nicely, and I need to make sure that I've got my battery packs all plugged in so that then I can use them. But yeah, sunny day, woo, free electricity. And I didn't share this yesterday, but I got a whole raised bed planted with wheat. You can't see it because all the soil that I sieved digging those holes for the new living room, that's all been sieved and put on top of it. And I've just got this tarp because we have a lot of pigeons and they like to eat a lot of my food, and I just want to wait until this is all sprouted and nice and comfortable, and then I'll put some kind of protection over it. I tell you what, even if it's only for the decorations, I am really, really looking forward to harvesting the wheat and then have it hanging on. I'll show you. So I made this area in my living room right above the clock, and the idea for this is mainly to cover up where the old ceiling used to connect. You can kind of see what it looks like up there because I haven't neatened that bit up. I will. But what I did is I found these beautiful doorknobs, and I've got those on quite a few of the cupboards in here, but then I put them on this piece of wood which used to go over the windows. It was what the curtains were screwed onto, or at least the curtain rails. So I sanded that down and then I mounted it up there, and that is what holds, for the moment it holds some roses that my husband bought me a few months ago. But over the autumn it held all of the multicoloured corn that I grew in the garden. In the summer it's going to hold all of the lavender that I need to air dry. Basically anything that needs to air dry that is a harvest is going to go up there, and it also doubles up as a really beautiful decoration, and I'm really, really, really happy with that little section of the kitchen. It's pretty and it's functional, my favourite combination. The rest of the stuff that I need to do is going to be a lot of digging today, so I'm not going to be showing you that. But once I've dug that hole and I've sieved out all that mud and I've moved it onto the hugelkultur beds, which have now sunk quite considerably, I'll show you the next project that I need to do, because that's where I'm going to be planting about 7 or 8 artichokes and hopefully making a massive pollinator alleyway, because bumblebees in particular love artichokes. Oh, and I also forgot to show you my massive garlic patch because you can never have too much garlic. Another reason why I need that food mixer is because I need to process all of that into garlic powder. I won't, all of it won't be garlic powder, but 90% of it will be. So I'm going to be using that little machine a lot. And then over here, these are some blocks that I've been saving. Some of these were here in the house originally when we bought it. Some of them I dug up when I had to dig those holes because for some reason they were 2 foot underground. I don't know why, you're going to have to ask the previous owner. But I'd recently, well not recently, about 3 years ago, I'd made this kind of retaining step because it's quite sloped here in the garden and the polytunnel is sunk a little bit. And now it's just rotting, it's falling away. Those posts they're not really holding it. It was only ever a temporary fix. So what I'm going to do is I am going to dig essentially a trench all the way along there, sieve all the soil. The stone is going to go on that walkway. You can see I've put previous stones there. The actual soil that I sieve out of that is going to go onto the asparagus beds to raise them up, and then I'm going to be making a row of these stones to act as a retaining wall, and that should be a job that I do once and then I never have to do it again. And my rhubarb is starting to come up, so I'm going to have to figure out how to cook with this. I gotta be honest, I hate rhubarb, absolutely hate it. But I just think it was probably the recipes that I tasted when I was little, and I'm sure there's a way to make it taste nice. It's a good perennial food, so I wanted to grow it. But yeah, so far a productive day, and should be even more productive by the time I get to the evening.